Welcome to Legal Marketing Minutes, where I share short bursts of current marketing news and advice. I'm your host, Nancy Myrland. If we haven't met, I'm a marketing, business development, content, social, and digital media speaker, trainer, and advisor for lawyers and legal marketers in mid to large-size law firms. Your time is valuable, so let's get started, okay? I am having so much fun this morning reading a recap that Mark Schaefer, marketer extraordinaire, just published on Facebook and his blog because he's at South by Southwest, which is in Austin this year. It's in Austin every year, right? And he just recapped some sessions he attended, and I really am enjoying the recap he posted. One I wanted to share with you today is from a session he attended with Tom Klein, who is the CMO of MailChimp. And I think these are very interesting points. Tom said that people don't care about your points of differentiation, which is so interesting because don't we all beat the drum and continue to say, oh, you need to find out what differentiates you and your practice and your firm, and you need to talk about those. We do say that. That's been a story for a long time. Well, Tom said that people just want you to listen and help them. They want to know the human behind the brand. Now, I think we could probably say that there is some marriage there between differentiation and acting like you want to listen and help them. But I think that's interesting because he delineates the two. He also said that content must be aligned with culture every time without exception. He said that MailChimp was founded by a designer, so their culture at MailChimp is quirky and creative. And his point is that being yourself makes all the difference. And he said, and this is, I chuckled out loud sitting here by myself in my office, but he said, it's hard to have a brand personality if you don't have one. And he said, having a personality is free. Don't be a copy of someone else. And that's hard. There are some people who don't have much of a personality. So, and if you think you're one of those, you might be thinking, well, so how am I supposed to show my personality? Well, you know what? I have a feeling you have a personality at different times when you're feeling positive about things. And picture that. It may be working on a project that you're really happy about, that you are completely immersed in, when someone tells you a joke, when you're with a family member, when you're celebrating a holiday, you name it. I have a feeling you have more of a personality than you think you do. And what happens is that the more you use it, the more you produce content, or the more you interact with people, the more that personality will come out. I mean, I started these briefings. This is my fourth one. And I was probably, I don't know, I was probably a little more formal than I typically am in conversation. I'm professional, and that's important to me, but probably a little bit more formal because I was, and probably still am, finding my voice. I always said that about blogging too. A friend of mine, Lorraine Ball, I remember in my early days of blogging, I commented on positively about what she was doing on her blog, and she said, be patient, give yourself time. You will find your voice. And I did, and that has probably even changed a bit over the years where, all of a sudden your personality and some comments start to come out that really show what my personality was about. And the same thing happens to you. So, as Tom said, being yourself makes all the difference. And having a personality is free. So don't be a copy of someone else. I really like that comment. That is so true. Absolutely. He also said, listen hard and change fast. Just because you have a brand doesn't mean that you opt out of listening to your customer, which is very interesting because, the listen hard, change fast is, that's intuitive. That's easy to understand. Listen always. Don't always be thinking about what the next thing is that you want to say. What you have to say is not more important than what your clients or your prospects have to say. And be ready to change fast. If you need to change what you thought you were going to say to somebody because they just expressed a need, then you need to change fast. Or if it's important enough to you to help them with a solution, you need to learn some new things fast. Be willing to do that, and don't rest on your laurels and think that your brand is going to prop you up forever. And as he said, it doesn't mean that you opt out of listening to your customer. And they also said that everything has to be integrated. If a brand does not know their mission and their purpose, it would be pretty hard to create content or work with an agency. And I agree. I had a very long 2-part blog post a couple years back that talked about the 2 purposes of social media, and one of them was that it has to be integrated. And I think this speaks to that. What you do in social and digital media and all of marketing has to be integrated. All of the tactics need to be integrated with one another. When you are embarking upon a new endeavor, a new promotion, a new practice area, a new office, a new whatever, then you need to make sure that all of your marketing is integrated. Don't let anybody in the firm operate in silos when it comes to putting together messages and a promotional plan, because when it all works together and when someone else is producing something that complements what you're doing, or they share what you're doing, or they play off of it, or vice versa, it is amazingly powerful, and it extends and amplifies your message so much more than just one of you doing it on your own. Well, that's it for today's Legal Marketing Minutes. Thanks so much to Mark Schaefer for posting this summary in Facebook. He did it on the notes part of Facebook, but I'm sure it's also on his blog. I just caught it on Facebook. So thanks, Mark. Do me a favor, everyone, and let me know your thoughts about these topics that I've discussed today and what Mark posted. If you're listening on a platform where you can leave a comment, please do so. I'd love to hear you. If not, you can also email me at nancy@myrlandmarketing.com, and that's MYRLAND marketing.com. Plus, you can always find me on my blog at myrlandmarketing.com. I also invite you to join my Facebook group, which you can find by searching Facebook for Social Media for Lawyers and Legal Marketers with Nancy Myrland. When you do, let me know this is how you found out about the group. Thank you so much for spending a few legal marketing minutes with me. I know your time is valuable, so I appreciate you spending a few with me. I'm Nancy Myrland. Take care.